basically, this is my mom's, but she lets me use it. It's the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and then it's super coverage. So basically, as you guys can see, like I have a lot of not pimples, but just like a lot of dark spots and like scars from where my pimples used to be. I have like 2 right there. I have some that are going away over here. Okay. And then after I do this, I let it like sit there for a second, and I get a foundation brush. Okay. Foundation brush. And I like to grab like a face moisturizer and dip the brush in there. And like, here. Don't put a lot, just put like a little bit and then mix it in. Guys, I look like really bested. The freak? Okay, so but I'm gonna blend this out. Guys, let me tell you guys some tea. So basically, me and okay, so like I had a boyfriend, right? Okay, I'm not gonna say his name. We're gonna call him Pineapple. Yeah. Okay, so basically Pineapple, like he would be like telling my friends, like he would just be like mad rude to them. I would be like, don't do that. Like, and me and him got into an argument, and then like I broke up with him, and then like he was like, no, please, 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 and I low-key missed him. So I was like, okay, fine, like we can get back together, right? Okay, mind you, he's a year older than me, so I'm 13, he's 14. Okay, and so then like yesterday, me and my homeboy, we weren't friends, but yesterday, or we started like following each other again. It's cause like, guys, when I tell you a bunch of stuff happened, like it's a long story why we stopped being friends, but like he was like my brother, like that was my best friend. But anyways, we're best friends again, right? And so basically, I'm like telling him about Pineapple. And he's like, oh yeah, like dang, blah blah. Okay, so basically, Pineapple told me that he had logged out of my account, right? Because his mom supposedly told him to log out or to change his password on his Instagram account, and so I couldn't get in because I need to learn how to trust him or some shit. But then, like, I was telling my homeboy about that, and he was like, no, like that's like weird, like I don't know, but that's just weird. And so basically, Pineapple took it like the wrong way, and like cause my homeboy, cause I was like low key kind of mad, so like I have my red things off on Instagram, so like if I open your message, you can't see that I seen it. So then it says that like I was like, I'm not mad. And then he was like, oh, okay, send me reels. And he sent me 2 reels, right? And I just opened them. And so basically, he was basically left on delivery. So I texted him like 1 or 2 hours later, right? And I was like, hey, because my homeboy told me to say hey. And then he was like, why, you're barely texting me now? And I was like, yep. And then he was like, and why are you saying hey? Obviously somebody's texting for you. And I was like, obviously not. But mind you, my homeboy was telling me what to say. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, he sent a screenshot of me and my homeboy's DMs. And then he was like, or something. He said something. And then I was like, I started laughing because I was like, you said that you logged out of my account. And, so the Lululemon bag just fell. Yeah, I'll get that later. But, yeah. And so basically, me and him end up not really getting into an argument, but we're just like, it was kind of like an argument, but he was like texting my homeboy off my account saying, oh yeah, like, since you want her so bad and you're telling her to break up with me, because my homeboy was like, nah, I don't think you should be with him because he's like moving weird and stuff. But like, obviously I wasn't gonna listen to him because like, I like this dude. Not my best friend. I like Pineapple, but like, I also don't because of some of the things that he does. But basically, Pineapple was texting my homeboy off my account, and then he was like, oh yeah, I'm cool off that, like, you could have her since you want her so bad. And so I texted him, and I was like, fuck you mean that he could have me? And so I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, how? Okay. And so then I text him. It's like 12 now, and I was texting him, and I was like, okay, yeah, you got that. And then he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you said that you're cool off that, right? So you got that. And so he was like, you're really gonna take you're really gonna take that seriously? Guys, that sounds really stupid. How are you gonna sit here and argue with me and then tell me, oh, you're really gonna take that seriously? That's not, yeah. And so, yeah. And I woke up this morning because I have my phone on D&D all the time. So, like, I didn't get that DM till the morning. Or, like, I didn't see it till the morning because I had fallen asleep because I was like, alright, I'm not going to deal with this right now. Like, I'm too tired for this. And so he had called me after he said that. He tried to call me, and I'm like, okay. And like, when I broke up with him, he was he was on a cruise. And yeah, guys. And my homeboy was telling me, like, leave him and blah, blah. But I'm like, he already met my mom. So, like, I obviously do tell my mom that, like, when me and him are arguing and stuff. But, like, you literally met my mom. So, like, what? And I was not, like, doing anything weird. Like, he just got mad. He's insecure as fuck. Like, he gets mad over the littlest things. Like, my homeboy, he's gay, and he like replies to my stories, and he hypes me up, right? Okay, but Pineapple, he gets really pressed about that, and he'll be like, oh my gosh, like you're weird and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, like he's literally trying to hype me up. Like he's telling my homeboy that he's weird, and I'm like, he's gay. And so basically that's my homeboy, my gay homeboy, and Pineapple, they got into an argument, and I kept telling, it was all because my homeboy replied to my story and was like, 8 down, like, yes. And so then Pineapple was like, oh no, like you're weird and blah blah, and I was like, bro, stop. And I kept telling him stop, and he just kept ignoring me. And so I was like, no. And so like I was thinking about it, and I was like, I told him to stop, but he didn't stop, right? And I was telling my mom about it, and I was like, he's being weird and he's being rude, right? And so then what is it called? So basically I ended up telling him that I'm like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work between us, like you just be like really rude to my friends and stuff. And he was like non-stop blowing up my phone, like calling me, texting me, on Instagram. He called me a bunch of times, texting me a bunch of times on Instagram, and then he was calling me like on like the call, like the actual call log thingy or whatever the fuck. And he was texting me, and I was like barely responding to him. And then I guess he started crying. The only reason I know is because I had his account, and like he was telling his homeboys like what happened, and then he was like, nah, trust, but like after this, after I get back from this cruise, like we're gonna be good and stuff. But please tell me why. He left on a Thursday, right? He didn't come back till Monday. And so this dude, I was supposed to go over, no wait. Yeah, he came back on a Monday. And this dude, I was supposed to go over on Tuesday, but I didn't go over on Tuesday because he was like, oh, like, cause I was already ready and stuff, and he was like, oh, like, why don't you come tomorrow? And he was like, first he asked me, do you want to come tomorrow? And I was like, no, cause like I'm already ready, right? Well, I didn't tell him that, but like he saw my stories. So then he was like, oh, like, why, it's already late, like it's gonna be 4. And I was like, alright, bro, like never mind. And then so he was like, no, like you could come, like blah blah. And then he kept like spamming me, and then he was like, oh no, like actually you can come, like no wait, hold on. Like he just kept calling me and texting me and calling me and texting me. I was like, okay, so now you want me to come, but a second ago you didn't. Yeah. But yeah. And he's just like, sometimes he be moving mad weird, and that makes me so mad, because I'm like, my homeboy tells me, like, bro, my homeboy gives the best advice ever, but like sometimes his advice isn't that good. Like yesterday he was telling me to break up with Pineapple. No. But I feel like Pineapple was trying to, when he said, oh yeah, I'm cool at that, like he expected me to be like, oh no, like wait, no, like I'm sorry and blah blah. Like I'm not, if you don't want me, I'm not gonna beg for your attention. No. If you want me, then you want me. If you don't, then you don't. I'm not gonna sit here and ask for your attention and keep bothering you. No. And so also last time that I broke up with him, I was like, there's a reason why I broke up with you last time. And so he was like, why it's like that? And then he was like, it's really over your friend. And I was like, yeah, because I told you to stop it and you ignored me. And then he was like, oh, it feels like you care about your friends more than our relationship. And I was like, it's not even that. They were there before you. You gotta remember that. They had it down because you weren't there. So I'm not gonna defend them because I don't like when my homegirls' boyfriends are rude to me. So why am I gonna sit there and let um pineapple be mean to them? That's just not how it goes.
Wait, Kim.
And yeah. So just like some days he'll be moving weird, and then like other days we'll be like cool and everything will be good. But it's like it's just certain days that he throws his bitch fit that piss me off. And like yeah, I'm like really like I'm kind of the jealous type, but like that's just because I care. Like you shouldn't be giving your attention to another bitch. Like if we're gonna be together, then I should be the only one that you're giving your attention to. But obviously, I'm not. So, and he cheated on his ex. So, like, how do I know that he's not gonna cheat on me? And I know, like, yeah, people change, but like, once a cheater, always a cheater, right? So, I don't know. And like, people tell me that he cracked his ex, and like him and his homeboys are telling me that he didn't. And I texted the girl and I was like, hey, like, did he crack? And then she was like, no. So I guess they didn't, but like they could also be all lying to me. But I don't know. I have a hard time trusting people because of stuff like this. Because I hear stuff and like I don't know what to believe because yeah. No, but I think it's really funny how he was just saying, oh yeah, I'm cool off that, like you could have her. But he was like, oh, now you're gonna take that serious? You're really gonna take that serious? And blah blah. Like, of course I'm gonna take that serious. What is, like, no. Because I'm not sitting here and playing game with you. Because, like, I went over to Pineapple's house and like it was just like so awkward because the last time that I went over, like me and him were like me and Pineapple were like together, and me and him were together when I went over, but it was just like awkward, you know, like it was just like not the same because I don't know, like you feel me, like it wasn't the same. But yeah, guys. So just like be careful who you choose to be like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, because like it's also hard when like you guys have been talking or dating for a while and it's like you don't know how to leave that relationship, because like you love them still, but like you know that you shouldn't be with them because they're not good for you. But it's like really hard because everybody's telling me to break up with him. It's not even just my homeboy. It's like everybody's telling me to break up with him because he's not good, right? And I'm like, no, like, or like I'll try and then like I end up missing him and I'm like, and like, yeah, guys. And also like he's going to high school this year. So it's like I can't even keep an eye on him like myself. And like my sister, she's going to high school too. They're going in the same high school. But like my sister, I mean, I guess she could watch out and like, but